Hey Gemini, welcome in. This is Jennifer with Forever Alchemy Tarot. So glad to have you here today. This is going to be a reading for Gemini and their person of interest. If you're new here, welcome in. If you're returning, welcome back. I'm not going to waste any time today. I'm trying to get out several readings. I love you guys so much. Also, the energy of Gemini is a little rough for me. I am a Cancer with an Aries moon and a Virgo rising. And Gemini can bring in many messages simultaneously, and I get a little overwhelmed. So I'm trying to keep my energy focused. So you may be feeling really focused right now. There's a heavy theme of folks moving forward right now, moving on, moving forward. We are in the shadow period of Mercury retrograde in Cancer, so a lot of feelings coming to the surface right now. If you're highly sensitive, empathic, intuitive, you're going to be feeling this, Gemini, and it is not the usual feels for you. Okay, you're like, no, get away from me. But for some of you, you're wanting to move on to just some, better times, easier emotional stuff. Just know that we are going to, the retrograde's going to start, I believe, around the 29th of June, and I think it lasts until, it's like 3.5 weeks, so into July. So plus we're in Cancer season, so a lot of emotional stuff coming to the surface. You're probably going to, yes, you're Gemini, so you are affected by the Mercury retrograde a little bit more than others. Because it's your ruling planet, you and Virgo get a hit. And when I say Gemini, it's particularly Gemini risings. It could be your sun and moon, but if we're really looking astrologically, it's primarily rising signs, and then sun gets a heavy hit of it, and Gemini moon, a little bit. Okay, so see how the cards are already trying to come out. All right, so please, what can you tell us, Spirit, regarding Gemini's person? Give me a few cards to tell me about Gemini's person. What do we need to know, please? What do we need to know, please? You could have put your person in timeout, is what I just heard. Oh, interesting. The Knight of Wands in the reverse. This deck is not in the reversal. These are all upright. Some of my decks are reversals, but this one is not. But we do have the Knight of Wands here in reverse. Fire energy. Yeah, so your person's not happy that you put him in it. This is weird. I just keep hearing like a young, not a little girl, but like a young girl, 20s, just laughing. Like I put him in a timeout. Not him, them. I put them in a timeout. And your person's not really happy about that. Maybe you put them in a timeout because they are messing around. They're not serious. They're non-committal. Maybe they have erratic behavior. That ain't cool. Gemini, I think that sometimes you might struggle with the Ace of Wands. I just heard you're not coming at me with that thing. Get your crap together. Take that somewhere else, mister. That's hilarious. Gosh, I lost my train of thought. See, this is what happens when I do Gemini readings. And the same thing happens when I do Libra. I have no air in my chart. Yes, I have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius in my houses in my natal chart, but I don't have any planets that are in Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. So it's quite difficult for me. The energy is very cerebral, and I am very much so not tapped in on a cerebral level. I'm more of a feeler. Okay, what else for Gemini's person? Queen of Pentacles. I think that's your energy. You're really focused on the almighty dollar. You want commitment. You're not interested in someone who's not going to provide that. The Wheel of Fortune. Sagittarius energy. Heavy Sagittarius in this energy for some of you, gems. One more. Oh, two more. We have the King of Swords and the Nine of Cups, and at the bottom of the deck, the Five of Wands. So for some of you, your person originally came at you looking quite grounded. It looked like they had a solid offer coming in. There was a lot of sexual energy that they were showing toward you, really wanting to come at you in that way, taking the lead. Ooh. I think you might be seeing another side of them at this point. I'm not saying that's a bad thing, just saying that you're seeing a side of them that you didn't see before, and that may be why you've like put on the brakes a little bit, put this person in timeout. I will say that the Wheel of Fortune, like I said, is Sag energy. And the Wheel of Fortune represents fate, destiny, what comes around goes around, things going back and forth. It is in the upright, so this tells me that your person is thinking about coming back to you at some point. They are still interested in you. For some of you, you told your person, or your person knows that in order to get back into your good graces, they're going to have a conversation. I feel like your person is so this King of Swords, you could be dealing with an air sign, another air sign. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Doesn't have to be. But it feels like they are trying to figure out the best thing to say to you. Like they want to sound smart. But you may be taking this as kind of like a smug behavior. Your person may talk to you in this way. I don't know. If you're dealing with an Aquarius, I will tell you that an Aquarian is... Aquarius is the most intellectual of the zodiac signs, and so they may come across as if they are a bit controlling or smug or looking down their nose at you. But we have to understand that Aquarius feels like they are on the outside, like they don't really fit in. So sometimes they, even though they are very intellectual, very, very smart, they may have a difficult time expressing their feelings fully because they don't know how they're going to be received. Whew. All right, and we have the Page of Wands. The sucker keeps coming out in my readings. Immature, taking action, but it's just a little bit of action. I'm thinking about taking action. I'm holding the staff. Here's the Eight of Wands. Thinking about what they would say. And the Queen of Wands. Yeah, so Gemini, for some of you, your person would love nothing more than to tell you how much they care about you. They like the way that you dress, I'm hearing. They like the way that you take care of your physical body. Yeah. The Empress just tried to show itself. If it comes out again, we'll certainly honor it. All right, so the Four of Swords being the first card out, I just felt not rejection, but I felt like you're in a timeout, buddy. You're in a timeout, Missy. Um, this individual has their hands in prayer mode, so they could be praying that the two of you can work this out or that everything will be okay. They're definitely healing from something here. You've got 3 swords on the wall, which represents the 3 of swords. So some sort of heartache and heartbreak in the past. They do have the 4th sword here, lying right within hand's reach. So their guard is up a little bit. With the Knight of Wands, this shows me someone who just may be a little bit impulsive and erratic right now. Maybe it's a lot of impulsivities. They're definitely embodying a lot of sexual tension. Not quite sure how to take action is what I'm getting again. Oh, look, King of Swords at the bottom again. They enjoy spiritual conversations with you, Gemini. They enjoy that you are quite spiritual and in tune and or self-aware. They like that about you. They're drawn to that. The Ace of Wands can be about taking initiative. It's very much so a spiritual beginning. You see this hand is coming out of the clouds. Your Knight of Wands is carrying his wand. A moment ago, we had the Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck, and I said the little page was holding on to his staff. So, a spiritual beginning. What's this? What's this 4 of Swords? I'm just going to get some clarifiers at this point. Don't want to go too far. 4 of Swords. You've got the World. The 10 of Pentacles. And there's that 3 of Swords. So something in your person's environment, could be at work or with family, is like there's some sort of a wrap up. There's your person's trying to figure out how to step outside of these environments, in the sense of I don't want my identity to be attached to my work or my home, or not my home, my core family. What's this 3 of Swords, please? They want to make home and family with you, Gemini. I just had this overwhelming dialogue in my head, like, there is no way I'm going to be able to tell Gemini how I feel. I am scared to death. The Empress can be Taurus and or Libra. And the Death card, Scorpio. They don't want this to be over with you. So you're dealing with someone, they've got the 9 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You're dealing with someone, or for a group of you, you're dealing with someone who is quite black or white, like it's all or nothing, a very intense individual that is like, oh my gosh, I'm being put in a timeout, but really what this means is I'm on the outs. Maybe this is over. Maybe it's done. Gemini is like, 10 pay grades ahead of me, or their family environment is so much healthier than mine, or their spiritual growth is so much more progressed than mine. They see you as someone who knows exactly what they want, where they're going, what they're doing, how they're going to pull that off. And I just heard none of us have it all together, for goodness sakes. All right, Knight of Wands. Why is the Knight of Wands in reverse here? We have the Ten of Cups, and now we've got the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles and the Hangman. They don't want to mess this up, is what I just heard. What's this? More, please. More. Oh, now we've got the Emperor and the Empress. So we do have a very high frequency coupling here. They want to be your Emperor or Empress. They want to be able to give you the family and the happiness. But they, for some of you, this person appreciates the pause. They hope you'll be patient. And there's that Queen of Pentacles again. The Queen of Pentacles is right here underneath these cards. I view the Queen of Pentacles as the pre-Empress in the minor arcana. So again, just stating that they see you as someone who is a solid in their life. They appreciate that. They don't want to lose that for sure. They want you to perceive them as just as capable, knowledgeable. There's definitely a very spiritual connection going on here. And how about this Ace of Wands? Ace of Wands, please. What is this? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what to do next. The Magician, Gemini, Virgo energy. The Emperor, by the way, is Aries. The Hangman is Pisces. And we have the Moon, heavy Pisces in this reading, could be Cancer. And the Knight of Swords, air energy. I'm going back to you, Gemini. They see you as someone who is like you take charge. You communicate so well. It could be a little overwhelming for this individual. Like your communication style might be a little overwhelming. Why is the Moon here? This person's definitely not showing all their cards. Oh, and there's that Knight of Wands. I'm hearing, I wish you could just see my point of view. I wish you could understand me. Your person's really focused on their finances, by the way, or how to come in with a commitment. It's like the two of you have a different idea as far as what commitment means. Like they don't know if they can live up to your expectations. Okay, why is the Queen of Pentacles here? What does Gemini's person need us to know? Queen of Pentacles, this is you. Like I said, they see you as grounded. You could be like a single parent. You're nurturing, you're kind. What do we have here? Queen of Pentacles. Woo, cards are flying. Yeah. Page of Wands. What else? Oh, Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Wands. They want to start over. They want to come in with commitment. They want to come in with I feel like this is you, actually. Like you want commitment, and you want, there's no question that the two of you are physically very attracted to each other. I just feel like, Gemini, you want someone who's going to take the lead. And your person is like, I'm trying to figure that out, or I tried to take the lead and I feel like I kind of failed, or I try to take the lead and I get knocked on my butt somehow. What is this Page of Wands again? Judgment, Five of Pentacles, Knight of Wands showing up again. Yeah. So for some of you, your person is feeling a little defeated right now, feeling like maybe they've been judged. I'm not saying that you're the one doing the judging. It's probably coming from their internal dialogue. Maybe even their family is like kind of making them feel like, what the heck are you doing with Gemini? Like they're out of your league. Or how are you going to manage being with Gemini with your circumstances kind of feeling. We have the Page of Pentacles. So we have pages showing up here. You could be dealing with someone younger than you. Doesn't have to be. For some of you, your person is starting their own business. They're just getting it off the ground. They're in the planning stages. It's taking all of their time, energy, money, blah, blah, blah. Like, I just heard, like, why couldn't I have met Gemini in a year from now? Or why couldn't I have met Gemini 6 months down the road? Or 2 years ago? Or, like, it feels inconvenient as far as timing goes. Also, there's a feeling that they want you to take them seriously. I really want you to take me seriously. Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune, what goes up must come down. Karma. I just heard karma. Wheel of Fortune. What's the Wheel of Fortune here? Come back when you're ready for that conversation is what I feel like you have. So for some of you, you've given your person an ultimatum. I don't feel like it's like heavy duty, like all or nothing. I just feel like when you're ready to have a grown-up conversation, when you're ready to be more direct, more like I need clarity. For some of you, your person has their guard up, for sure. That could be you as well. Yeah, they want you to bring your guard down a little bit. They want a do-over, I'm hearing. Oh, look. Why is the Three of Cups in the reverse? Your person may feel as though they don't have a lot of outside support. They lack a support system, I'm hearing. And then we have the Seven of Wands with the Eight of Swords. I don't have a lot of room to move. There's a sense of rigid thinking here. If only, coulda, shoulda, woulda. Yucky. Eight of Swords, please. What is that? Yeah, so there's just this strange level of expectations that your person is holding. Why? Yeah, I have a difficult time expressing my emotions. It's not that I don't want to, it's just something that I'm not used to. All right, and what about this King of Swords? Excuse me. Oop, cards are flying. All right, so we've got the Four of Swords again. That was the first card that came out from the other deck. We have the Fool showing itself again and the Wheel of Fortune showing up again. Like I said, they're really trying to figure out. I just heard that for some of you, your person is having a little bit of a mental health issue as well. Maybe it's been brought to their attention through this experience with you. They could be seeking therapy or thinking about therapy or talking to someone that they trust. But for a good portion of you, this is about getting back in your good graces, and not in a malicious way. They're just trying to figure out how to get the words to come back towards you, to set the record straight, I just heard. To offer a commitment to be more grounded with you. And they're worried that you won't take them seriously. I just heard that again. Yeah. I also just heard that for some of you, your person is like in college, or there some sort of level of education is being talked about here. And that could be for either one of you. Like maybe they feel like they can't meet you on an educational level, or they're trying to wrap up their education. Or once they get their education completed, then that'll get them, where they need to be. Why is this King of Pentacles here? The Hierophant, we've got Taurus energy. The star is here. That's Aquarian energy. This interaction experience with you has elevated them somehow on a spiritual level. It has, I just heard the word catalyst. Like this has been a catalyst for their growth, for their awakening, for you have stirred emotions in them that they're not used to. They're second guessing a lot of things in their life at this time. All right, what does Gemini's person want them to know? Give me a few cards, please. What does Gemini's person want them to know? I think this is twin flame. It absolutely is. It's so hard to see on this card because it's black and white. Up here it says twin flame. It says mirroring, shared feelings, and reflection. So like I said a moment ago, I can't make this shit up. You've stirred something in them. So this is very much, if you're on the twin flame journey, good for you. It's not my concern one way or the other. Definitely a very spiritual connection, like I said. Subconsciously, they know this, and it's starting to come to the surface. They have a lot of stressors in their life, turbulence, tension, arguments. I don't think that's you. I'm going to pull a card on that one. Then we have past life. Yep. Deja vu, repeated patterns, karmic lessons. You've definitely broke something open. Breaking point. Limit, final straw, and overwhelmed. So they are at their limit right now. It's like a pressure cooker. And they have mistakes, misunderstood, victim, lost soul. Yeah, so they're really escaping sorrow and releasing. My goodness. You have really opened up something in this person, Gemini. All right, I want to see about this stressor card real quick. What is this stress, please? What is this stress coming from Gemini's person? What is this stress? Yep. They've got someone talking in their ear. I really feel like it's family putting the pressure on. Like, don't lose this one. Don't mess this up. I feel like I'm in a pressure cooker all of a sudden. Anything else, please? Yep, thought so. Yep. Family belief systems. Cultural, religious, schooling, higher learning. One more. Yep. My goodness. Okay, so we do have the Hierophant and the High Priestess. And when those two come out, so we have the Emperor and the Empress earlier. We have the, what else? Didn't we have in here? Let me look back in here. Yeah, the Emperor and the Empress. And now we've got the High Priestess and the Hierophant. We've got past life. We have the Twin Flame card coming out. So for a group of you, oh yeah, see, this is what I was looking for. The King of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, my goodness. So divine partnership for sure. Gemini, I'm going to pull a couple of cards from my surrender deck, but what I want to first say is that just breathe through this. Allow this some time to unfold. Your person is in a pressure cooker. You may feel this as well. Yeah, so give me 2 messages, please, for Gemini on how they can move through this. 2 cards, please. There's a lot of resistance here. My deck is upside down. Sorry about that. One more. Yeah, one more. Surrender to success. Surrender to play. That's not difficult for you, Gemini. Get your booty out in the sunlight somehow. Get yourself out in nature. Surrender fear. Let go of the fearful stories you're telling yourself. Stay in the moment. Focus on solutions and celebrate every baby step forward. I think that's a message for your person as well. And surrender to success. You are ready to experience abundance. Don't look back at previous roadblocks or difficulties. Leap into an exciting new world of possibilities. Whew. Okay, Gemini, I'm going to leave it here. Love you so much, and I'll see you next time. Take care.